Yo, 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 what is poppin'? It is your girl Morgindupont back at it again with another video. You know, I'm comfortable today, honey. You know, it's giving oversized sweater. It's giving very much, remember that song, nothing but your t-shirt on? How does it start? Cause I feel a fool trying to dress up when I'm missing you. I'ma step out of this lingerie, curl up in the ball with something haze, and there I lay with nothing but your t-shirt on. But it's mine. We're gonna get into a story time today about a time that always when I'm trying to do a video, this happens. Like, but trying it. But I just want to also you know, this is not a mukbang, honey, but I'm hungry, honey. But look, she made some homemade mashies, honey, with some sriracha barbecue chicken, honey. You know, let me give y'all an actual, like, a good view. I gotta show you in real time, honey. Look at that. Bitch, I can cook. Bitch, I can cook. Okay, so I got booked for this job. I'm not gonna specify what type of production it was. It was just, you know, it was a video shoot of some sort. I don't need people trying to investigate and try to find out who this person is. I'm not that kind of person. And, you know, God forbid if a straight man is attracted to a trans woman, you know, it's a, you know, it's an issue. So, you know, I just rather just protect all parties involved. So I got booked for this gig as a party goer. I was supposed to be this really, like, cool looking, like, person dancing, you know, on the dance floor kind of a thing, right? So then, you know, I get to the venue, you know, I meet everybody was lovely, and then this guy walks in the door, and when I tell you, yo, he was fine, like, I don't know, he gave me like Sean Paul vibes. Like, he was just cute, he was dressed nice. And like from the moment he saw me, like the moment he laid eyes on me, like I could tell he was so attracted to me. Like the tension, yo, the tension was like otherworldly, if I'm honest. Like that shit was crazy. So, you know, he introduced himself to me, and like he was supposed to be playing my partner for this shoot. Like he was gonna be like my partner on the dance floor. So, you know, we just started talking, like introducing each other, you know, basics, like what's your sign and all this stuff, and getting to know each other. You know, he told me, he was like, you're very beautiful, you know, like, and I love your look. And I was like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that, you know. And inside I was like, oof, I love your look too, daddy. But so then you know, yeah, we just hit it. It felt very comfortable. I can't explain it. It just felt like very, like, I don't know, we just hit it off. I don't know, I think he might have been a Scorpio or a Libra. It was one of those. But we hit it off. So then, you know, we get on set, and whoa, let me swallow. You heard that? Whoa, swallow, girl. So we're on the dance floor. Yo, if y'all see chicken in my teeth, y'all, I don't know, because I feel like there's some chicken or something stuck in there. Honey, I don't know, I need a toothpick. But anyway, so we're you know, on the dance floor, doing our thing. We're shooting take after take after take, and yo, like, we are really close. Like, we're dancing, like I'm dancing with this guy like he's my man, you know. And you know, while we're on set and while we're doing our thing, he keeps on looking at me in my eyes, and then he will go to my ear and be like, wow, you smell so good, and damn, you're so beautiful, like, you're so beautiful, like, damn, you're so gorgeous. Like, just, he was gassing me, he was hyping me up, and I was just like, I was loving the attention, I'm not gonna lie. He was, you know, being very flirtatious and very, you know, and I was just like, you know, like, okay, you know, like, you know, I was a little flirty back too, like, you know, but not like so obviously, because I knew that Like, I didn't know if he knew I was trans or not, like, honestly. Like, he didn't know I was trans. But you guys will find out later on in the story. So, you know, we're doing our thing, and then, you know, we had a break. We cut to a break, and, hold on, let me breathe. Bitch, I'm stuffed. That food was good. So, so, you know, we had a break, so we broke for lunch, and like, yo, no lie, we couldn't get away from each other. Like, yo, it was crazy, because it's like, yo, it felt like I knew this guy. Like, I swear we knew each other in another life or something. Like, it just felt like so familiar and so comfortable, to the point that I was just like, you know, because he told me, he was like, oh, like, you know, like, he was gonna go get something. He was like, you know, I'll be right back, like, stay here, you know, I'm gonna have lunch with you. And I was like, okay, because I think it was because we had, like, you know, there was food that they had, like, for us, so he was getting, like, his plate, stuff like that, and like, he didn't want to leave my side, y'all. Yo, we were like chit-chatting it up, just talking during our lunch break, and no lie, like, I'm such a bird. I was sitting, like, kind of like, he was so close to me, like, while he was sitting down, that his legs were kind of open, and I had my legs sort of in the middle of his legs, and I had like one, like, I actually even put one of my legs, like, I asked if it was okay. He was like, yeah, of course. And so
a terrible human being.
But like, I kind of, like, you know, put my leg over his leg, like, literally, like, because we were just talking, like, vibing hard, like, yo, we were vibing hard. And I'm the type of person, like, when I crush hard, you know, I'm not gonna lie. So I was crushing hard on this guy. I'm like, oof, ooh, it says maybe he's my future husband, maybe he's my, yeah, I'm thinking all these things in my head. And like, you know, the rest of the production team and the crew, like, they saw, they're like, they even asked us, like, you guys know each other? You guys know each other before you got here? And we're like, no, we just met now. And they're like, oh wow, like, you know, because the chemistry, which is crazy. And it's like, a lot of it, I feel like, was also like sexual tension and lust a little bit, you know. After, you know, we had our lunch or whatever, we had to get back on set. You know, when you're on set, when you're doing, you know, these big productions, you have to take after take, doing the same shit. So the whole time I felt like a little prom princess, like, you know what I mean, like, with my date, like, just dancing with him the whole time, and just, you know, like, and he will keep on telling me, like, damn, you're so beautiful, I can't take my eyes off you, and like, this is like, we're on set, like, to the point where it's like, okay, everybody, please be quiet on the set, like, you know, we were in our own little bubble, like, in our own little world on set, you know, and everybody could see that, you know, even like the other, you know, people that were on set that were dancing with other people, whatever, they can see that, you know. I don't know, the hopeful wishing in me, like, the hopeless romantic in me was like, you know, oh my god, like, I really like this guy, like, you know, like, we hit it off so crazy. Like, it's very rare when you, like, you meet somebody that you don't know, and it's like, it feels so comfortable. We're dancing, and like, I'm wrestling in my head, like, you know, but I'm trans, and like, and this guy, his, like, ethnicity, he was like, I think he was like half Trinidadian and Jamaican or something like that. He was, you know, from the Caribbean, you know. And I remember even at one point, he said something about gay people that was a little like rude or something. He said, I don't know, I don't remember exactly what was the, what exactly he said, but it was to the effect like, nah, that shit's gay or some shit like that. And I was just like, no, stop it. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, if only you knew, like, you probably don't know, I'm a tranny. I started, like, I didn't know what to do, like, because I wanted to, like, get, you know, maybe get to know this guy outside of, like, you know, the set and, like, you know, whatever. So, yo, I start voguing, like, while we're, like, on set. Like, I start voguing, and, like, I'm doing all this, like, these things that I feel like would like, all this gay shit that would maybe make him, like, think, like, oh, wait, she's doing that a little too good. Like, and I'm over here, like, oh, yes. And I'm doing, like, I'm being extra so that, I don't know, maybe, like, it can like tell him that I'm trans. And like it was just, he was just like, yes. He's like, okay. He's like, yeah girl. And I'm like, I'm just like, oh, I'm a tranny, I'm trans, just look, just know I'm trans. I'm trying to like, but I'm not saying it verbatim, right? So next thing you know, the director of the production comes up to us and they were like, you know, we love the energy, you guys look great on camera, would you guys be willing to kiss on camera? So then I'm like, in my head I'm like, oh no, I can't, like, even though, don't get me wrong, like, honey, I wanted to kiss that man, I know he wants to kiss me too, but like I would have felt like a guilty conscience. I would have felt fucked up for kissing him without, you know, him knowing that I was trans. So you know, after they bring that up to us, I'm like, oh no, you know, and then yo, this guy was like, yeah, let's do it. Like he and he was looking at me, he was like with a cheesy ass smile, like he wanted to kiss me. And I'm like, you know, who wouldn't? Like, stop it. No, but no, but you know, he had nice lips too, so I was like, oh. And you know, like they just like told us, okay, just think about it, no pressure, because they saw that I was kind of indifferent and like he was like, you know, with the shits. So we're dancing, we're doing our thing on set, and then like he tells me, yeah, like we should do it, like, you know what I mean, like that's, you know, it will also be a moment like on camera, like we should do it. And I was like, oh, I don't, you know, I was like, you know, maybe we could do it, whatever. But as like time went by, like I feel like the director kind of forgot about it, and he would bring it up, but like I wasn't like fighting for it. I was like praying in my head, like, no, don't let that, you know, don't let this happen, like, you know, don't, because I didn't want to just be like, oh, just so you know, I'm trans, like right there and then, like, because I know that it would have like fucked the whole vibe up. Like we were having such a good time, like it was a wonderful time. I mean, like it's tiring when you're on the set and like, you know, you're taking take after take, and especially when you're doing something that you're moving a lot and you're dancing. But like I just didn't want to be like, oh, just, you know, I'm trans, like, are you okay? Like I did not want to make it awkward, and not to be to stereotype him, but like I know that there's a lot of people that come from, you know, the Caribbean, you know, culture, whether Jamaica, whatever, and like they, you know, they're like, no, fuck that, Chuchi man, Batsy boy, you know, burn him, you know, type of thing. And it's like I was just like, oh my god. And also because he had made a statement, like, you know, earlier that had, like, it had nothing to do with me, but like he said something about gay people, and I was just like, oh, like this is not gonna. So I was just praying that it wouldn't happen, and thank God it didn't happen. So you know, the day comes to a close, and you know, like I'm like, oh my gosh, like oh my god, he was fine, he was confident, he was stylish, he just, honey, he was making me feel ways. So you know, we exchanged information like Instagram and stuff like that. He's like, listen, I'm going to go you know, on my car. He had a really nice car, you know, he had a really bougie car. I'm not like one of those kind of girls that be like looking at people's materialistic kind of, you know, belongings, or like I'm not looking at a guy's car and being like, oh yeah, that's the one. Like it's never been like that. Like but you know, this guy, you know, it looked like he had his shit together, you know. I think it was like I don't know, it was a Mercedes or a Bentley, or a BMW. It was one of them shits. I don't know. You see, I don't even know much about cars, but it was a nice, really bougie car. And he's like, oh, like, you know, after it was done or whatever, I came down and whatever. He was like, oh, you want to call me? I'm about to roll up. You know, he was going to roll up something for us to smoke. And I'm not stupid. Like, when you get in the car with a guy that you're really attracted to, honey, and I know he was, like, sexually attracted to me. I was sexually attracted to him. Like, honey, like, you know, I'm grown. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not a child. Like, I know what things can perhaps lead to, you know. One thing will lead to another. A touch turns to, you know, a kiss, and then, you know, things just escalate, honey. So, you know, I told him, I was like, oh, you know, it's okay. Like, enjoy your spliff, enjoy your joint, whatever, your blunt. And I was like, I'm just gonna go home. I have some things to do. I was just lying, because I just didn't want to put him in that situation. I didn't want to put me in that situation. So I was just like, yeah, like, it is what it is. So I go home, and then, like, the next day, like, he hit me up. He was like, oh, like, you know, I really want to see you. Like, I want to hang out with you. It was so nice, like, you know, like, spending time with you. Like, you're so dope, whatever. And he has my social media. And I don't know why, for some reason, I assume that people read, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're reading your hashtags. They're reading, like, the shit that you put on your profile. But a lot of the times, like, these men, like, they just look. They just want to look at the picture. They just want to see how you look. So I don't know. I was hoping that he would know from my page that I was trans, but he kept the conversation kind of going outside of, you know, that day. And then so I told him, I'm like, just so you know, I'm trans. I don't know if you knew that. And then he was like, no, I like, he wrote it. No, I did not know that. I'm sorry. Like, whoa, like, you know, I'm not into that. And then I was like, okay, like, you know, no pressure, no worries, you know, but it was nice meeting you, you know, take care. And he was like, you know, you too, you know, and I was just like, it was just like such a buzzkill. Like, if I was high, he blew it. But yeah, I respect it. Like, I get it. Like, you know, I'm not gonna force somebody to, like, you know, but it, like, the tension, the, like, you know, everything was just so great. And I know he was really attracted to me. And he wanted to get to know me, obviously. But once I told him that, he was like, oh, wow. Like, he was like, I didn't know. And I'm sorry, I'm just not into that. And so, yeah, like, we just stopped talking, and I think he unfollowed me on the gram, and I unfollowed him because it's never that deep. And I respected his decision, you know. But you know, it's not the only story that something like that has happened. So yeah, it could be a bit of a buzzkill, and a bit like, you know, like, damn, like, shit, fog, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I want that piece of that man. I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay. You can't always get what you want, you know. And I respect it, you know, because a lot of times, you know, guys, when they find out that I'm trans, like, you know, then they just, like, automatically just, you know, oh, word, okay, let me come over, let me fuck, you know, or something like that. And it wasn't given that. Like, I prefer a guy who's just like, no, I'm not into that, than a guy who's just gonna objectify me and make me his little dirty secret. So yeah, so that was the story time. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things. Turn on your bell so that you will always know when I upload. And thank you for being here. But let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the story time, and if you want to see some more story times like this. I have plenty of stories, dating and situations that, you know, similar to this. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, you know. This trans shit ain't for the faint of heart, you know what I'm saying? You have to, like, be confident, and self-love has to be a priority. So I just, you know, I take the L's when I take them, you know, and I take them like a champ. But yeah, so stay tuned. I'm gonna bring some more story times. If you guys want, let me know what you want to see, and if you're interested in seeing some more story times. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, subscribe. Okay, stop playing. I'm gonna give it to you real, uncensored, unfiltered. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get any more real than this, okay? All right, y'all. Ooh, about to eat my hair. Love y'all.